Hello everyone, welcome to today's stream of Advantage Tennis. This is next week's Amigos game. So we'll be giving it a shot. I have briefly fired it up just to make sure that it works. So it should be fun. Hey Mestra, not sure how to pronounce that. Glad to have you. I may be requiring some assistance as this game apparently has no manual available online except for the French one. And the French one did not seem to be too incredibly detailed. So maybe there's just not a lot to this game. Hey Michael, hey Darren. Glad to see you guys. All right, so we've got this copy protection that is luckily broken. Okay, we can come in here and we can change our name. Although Icos is a cool name, I prefer Boat. Can't change our ranking. We can change our handedness, which is interesting. Not really sure. Oh, between the legs, dive. So I guess these are all the different forehands and backhands that you can do. This is really neat. Hey Necronom. I don't know if I need two between the leg shots. Should I make all my forehands? That looks kind of dopey.
15, 13, 12.
So we got a one-handed forehand. Let's go with the two-handed backhand. And then so we got a dive or between the legs. I think dive is, or overhand smash. Boy, I like that overhand smash. Let's go with that. This is almost like rolling a D&D character. So I've got looks like all these points to play with. We probably shouldn't mess with that too much. Let's look at the attacker, the style here. Defender or attacker. Yeah, this game is quite well animated. It's almost like a polygonal type deal, like a Virtua Tennis sort of thing. It's kind of neat. You get a little program. All right.
15, 13.
You can, of course, you can control whether you want the keyboard or the joystick. Okay, now I'm afraid that I've accidentally triggered a two-player game, in which case we will need to return to the menu. Oh no, my opponent is going now. You know, this game runs a little fast. I've tried various OSs and kickstarts and chipsets and things, and this game requires an 020 to run. Which I don't know which Amiga, when Amigas started coming with an 020. I'm guessing not the 1000. Well, I'm running on an emulator, so I can do literally anything I want. And this is set up to be PAL by default. So I can but it's running quite fast compared to the other games that I've seen on the other playthroughs I've seen on YouTube. But let's escape this match. And go back to... it's weird how they kind of just launch you into a match from the preferences screen. There's a training option. again, this is, I guess you're just playing against a guy. I'm not sure what is different about that. So we won't mess with that. You got the season, exhibition. The season is kind of neat. You can see here that, let's see if we can, we've got 4 continents to play on. So if we go, say, to New York, this is an outdoor tournament. I guess you win $700 if you win it.
30.
It is not normal. That is what I was just discussing. Yeah, and here in the in this emulator, there's not really an option to slow things down. Let me let's see. Let me return to my desktop here, and let me see if I can launch this in with Amiga Forever. Let's see if I have it on Amiga Forever. I should. Oh, no. Yeah, okay, I've got it on Amiga Forever. We'll see if this is better. We'll do a quick window capture here. We'll stretch this out. I was actually hoping, oh, now of course we get this sort of nonsense where window capture doesn't capture the actual game running in the window. You know, it's so funny. The Amiga is the only system that I run into these kind of problems emulating, like getting OBS to work right with it. It's infuriating. FSUAE works great until the game doesn't work right on FSUAE. And so Amiga Forever, I can put it into full screen mode, although it seems to have locked from the crack screen. So we'll try another crack. Let's try this. Yeah, so maybe the 500. Yeah, and I don't know. That's the first time I've ever gotten that screen pop up like that when I was trying to run it. I was trying to run it on a 500, and it said it required an 020. I don't know, maybe it's the WHD version requires that. So I'm here on the crack screen. I may have to reconfigure my controls. Okay, we're just gonna, it's not working out with Amiga Forever. So we'll go to option number 3. Hey, Bill, how's it going, man? You're watching a, this is, you know, I had this countdown before I started the stream, and I was like, I'm gonna get everything working just right before I go. And then, of course, everything didn't work just right. So we'll try loading up one of my WinUAE configurations. Seeing what this does. I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. It was a lot of fun. I wish you could have been there. It was really cool. Okay, so here is some of my games, but obviously not a whole lot of them. Hey, Edvin. All right. So what I may need to do is actually just quickly download this. How can I do this? Okay. Give me just a second. I'm going to blank this out again. go back and create a new shared folder on this edition of WinUAE. We'll see, it's right there. I've got, oh, okay, maybe because I deleted that, that directory. So let's add another directory here. I guess I can show this. This isn't divulging anything. Neville, that is, if you're referring, I got this particular build from The Cake is a Lie Gaming. Way back in the day, did a tutorial. Okay, so if I do this, and then I restart, hey Paul, it's the other Paul. Both Paul Kitchings are in the chat right now. It's like the end of the world. I think if they talk to each other, it's just like Back to the Future, where it's all right. So here we go. We've got all the games now, and I know I am able to control the speed of the game a lot more easily within WinUAE sort of vanilla. Hey Paul, welcome. You know, Bill, it's funny. Aaron and I were just talking about coming up there, but we didn't just want to, I mean, we felt a little bit weird about coming up because, you know, we don't really have anything to offer. We can't bring any cool Amiga stuff or anything like that. And so we wouldn't want to intrude because, you know, we're not quite the heavy hitters that you and Anthony are. Okay. Now I realize that this is running in an absolutely atrocious aspect ratio, but we may have to deal with that for the time being. Okay. It still seems like just like the cursor movement is not any slower, so I'm not sure what is hooked up for controls. Let's see. Game ports. Okay, okay, maybe what we need here is this and this. Yeah. I have gotten better at that sort of thing, I guess. Well, that's very kind of you, Bill. Okay, it's a moment of truth. Oh my gosh, it's even faster. It's crazy. Ah! Okay. So, let's go back in here to our configurations. I have a feeling that this Amiga is NTSC, so that's going to make a difference. We'll go ahead and turn that off. Okay, this looks better, but it's still running too fast. So maybe what we need to do is go in here to the CPU. See, this is, it says it's cycle exact with the A500 with an 020. Doesn't seem like anything crazy is there. Should we be 1x here? I mean, we can certainly reset it. 1x, is that going to make a difference? Is that going to... Oh, Nelly. Okay. So, this is much easier for me to play. However, I feel like this might be too slow. However, it's kind of nice to play at this speed. Oof. I don't know. It's still kind of hard to get to, you know, those other shots. it's like the serve is really slow, but the game is still pretty fast. Well, I don't know about pretty fast, but okay. Chipset. Okay, so maybe we'll put this. Oh, okay, here we go. So 2X A500. This is probably what we want. And tick the flag, cycle exact full. Okay, it's already tacked there. So, okay. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Now, that is the first time I've ever scored in this game. Okay, so now we're ready to play. So yeah, this game, it's a very unique style in that it's almost like it's ray traced, you know, like a Prince of Persia, where you have a very simple outer appearance, but the animation is very fluid. I don't know if that's the case or not, but that's certainly what it makes me think of. Oh my gosh. No, that's no good. So to serve in this game, you basically just hold the button down for the desired strength. This guy has taken me to town. Look at... Rotoscope, not ray traced. Yeah, sorry about that. Said the wrong thing. Kind of like when I was interviewing Pixel Vixen at Amiga Ireland, and I referred to Deluxe Paint as digital paint. One of my finest Amiga moments of all time. Look at this. I'm shutting him down. I'm not sure how you can change the power of your shot, or if it's even possible. Obviously, you've just got the one button. Absolutely. Sure is, JJ. Bam. Silly Billy. Nobody calls you Silly Billy. I don't believe it. Man, this guy's serves are just out of this world. My serves, not quite so good. Oof. Oh, man. Now we got a volley going. Ah. Oh, did you see the guy? Did you see my opponent flip his racket as he won? Oh, my gosh, that was so cool. What a cool little touch. Oh. Oh. Man. It's really just guessing as far as... Okay, I see. The arrow kind of directs you in some way. Man. So much for me taking charge once we started playing this at the correct speed. Oh. Level Lord, what's going on, man? Uh-oh. That feels like a crash. We are not coming back from that one, guys. Well, since we're over here, let's just go ahead and start it again. Wow. That's crazy. So I'm guessing that you didn't have, you had no Jordan Mechner experience growing up. You know, you guys weren't buddies, but it's cool that he was living right in the next town. I can tell you there's not a whole lot of Amiga action going on in the next town for me. Let's see here. Where did I go wrong? Let's go back to our... Let's just do a restart. WinUAE is kind of funny because it seems like I've got to start it from one of my configurations and then make changes from there. I much prefer FSUAE just because it's easier, but this will do for now. Oh my gosh, and I've actually got to do all this again. So I meant to save this as part of... I just need to save this configuration. So back to game ports. Port 2 is going to be our wireless controller. CPU and FPU. I guess 020. I'm not sure what I was doing to be able to get access this. Cycle exact. Yeah, oh, okay. It looks like it's grayed out, but it's not grayed out. So we go 2x. Yeah, oh yeah, it is a lot more versatile for sure. You have a lot more control. Yeah, I don't think so, Darren. I have my doubts that Advantage Tennis is going to set anybody's world on fire. However, it's been forever since we've done a sports game, so I'm looking forward to it on the show. Okay, and then the last thing we need to do, that is already set as a hard drive. Why did it not load? Okay, let's save this configuration. Save. Okay, and now let's just reset. Or maybe I should have done restart, not reset. Yeah. Let's do this. Oh, I hope I haven't messed something up. Something tells me that I have. Oh boy. Okay. Maybe we should put this back to 040. I didn't mess with that last time. And save. Okay. Let me just try this again. There we go. My worst nightmare is that I set something up. You know, it took me forever to even just get this going. Now I wonder why my drive isn't loading anymore. This is just this. I also have no idea why you get like that little higher res workbench screen up there in the corner, but since it goes away when I start the game, I don't think about it too much. So I've got this here. Volume, WHD2. Try it one more time. Oh yeah, it was working fine just a second ago until it crashed. And now I can't get my WHD folder to load again. Does anybody have any idea why this isn't working? This is the folder location. Boom, right there. Select folder. Device name. Boat. Oh no, yeah. Device name. This will go to the H3. Okay. Oh, I see. It wasn't that at all. It wasn't that at all. So I do need to go actually. I need to remove this. Can I do this by right-clicking? No. Remove. Okay, because that folder doesn't exist anymore. Okay, now if we go back to our configurations, we save one more time so we don't have to do this again, and then restart. We should be in business. Yeah, this particular build is an HDF file, I believe, with the background and all that stuff. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know how you set this up. I have next to no experience using a real honest-to-goodness Amiga, although I do have an Amiga 600 waiting in the wings. It's got joystick issues, and I was unable to connect the power supply to it because the case is sort of sitting weird. Anyway, I've got one here in Amiga Studios. It shall be set up before too long. But it's also PAL. But I've got a PAL monitor right next to me. I just put it in. This is a JVC TM-A13SU monitor. So, but it uses B and C input, so I had to get some adapters, which are on their way from eBay. So, but you can look forward to some ZX Spectrum streams going on. I just got a bunch of games from Pixels. So yeah, I've actually tested Paul the Spectrum, and it works. It's a power plug. Aaron has done something weird with electrical tape and a US power adapter and that other power adapter. And anyway, it works. We tested it. It just doesn't work on NDSC monitor. So yeah, ZX. Don't say it any other way. Let's see here. What are we doing? Advantage tennis. Now the 600, you know, I've got an American power supply, so that will not be an issue. Aaron has used the 600 for many a day until the joystick port broke on it. But well, that's not cool. What do you think that means, guys? Exception privilege violation at $4050. It's the old kick DOS. Check out the README. Okay. Yeah. Does somebody want to link me to an ADF of this title? And I'll be happy to download it. This is I'm back on the 040. This is an 040 running at A500 speed, I guess. That's what the thing says. But it shouldn't be an issue at all to... well, the 020, I'm not sure if this HDF file would love it if I changed the CPU. It's you know, again, this is just another reason why I always use FSUAE, is you don't have to load this virtual system. It just sort of does it. Let's see if we go to our hard drive. This is this WinUA Classic, this thing, system.hdf. That's the hard file I'm doing. Thank you, Paul, and thank you, Bill. Okay, we got the ADF. Let's fire this bad boy up. We may have to reset the Amiga. Okay. So we got to the crack screen. Now the real question becomes, is it loading or has it crashed? That's every Amiga fan's favorite game. Well, this has been a bust, so why don't we try loading the ADF with FSUAE. So we'll go back to our friend. Let's see. see all of the PSP ISOs that I've been downloading lately. I had this big plan. I was going to play all this stuff on the way to Amiga Ireland, but it turned out that Ambien actually works really well, and I was able to knock myself out on the plane for the full 7 hours. Okay. I hear the disk drive a-moving. Yeah, I received a PSP from friend of the show, Jason Warnes, and boy, I love that as an emulation machine. I can imagine the Vita would be even better, just because there's a ton of Vita games I'd love to play too. The Katamari Vita game, Persona 4. I can hear this thing clicking. There we go. We're getting it. All right, now it's time for round 2 of Is It Loading or Has It Crashed? Where we don't have, okay, so we don't have any screen. We do have the music. By the way, this music, probably one of the laziest themes I've ever met in my life. It's like somebody took, it's all the root and the fifth of a chord, and all you're doing is going up and down the scale at random intervals. Dung ga gung ga gung ga gung. Not great. Not great. Okay, guys. Let's go back to our FSUAE. So let's do A500. Should we do the A500 Plus with 2.04? Should we try that next? Let's give it a go. See what happens. That's all right, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. There's not much going on here. Okay, I have a feeling we're headed down the same path. So, we'll do it Paul's way. We'll load WinUAE again. Okay. Amiga 500, 1.3, 512, floppy, nothing else we can change. Everything should be good. Start. Whoa. For some reason my Premiere stuff went to a third screen. Is the ADF, well, I guess, Paul, you're the one that sent me that ADF, so it's obviously the same one that you're using. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just, I guess we'll just give it some time to load. Okay, so here we go. It's all good. Let's go ahead and make it full screen, full window. Okay. Oh yeah, it's definitely flashing at a much less crazy rate now. I might need to change my game ports real quick. All right. No. Okay. So I guess we'll play in Melbourne. Maybe not. Yeah. I mean, that's literally what this is. I mean, I guess it's somewhat redeemed by the voice samples. Well, I don't know, game. You just tell me where you want me to go, and I'll play. Fine. Nice graphic there. Okay, so I'm Icos. Go up against Rosset. That's right, Bill. Your stomping grounds. So were you freaked out, Bill, working on that Ted Bundy documentary? It seems like that would be something that would be, I don't know, rather unsettling for a sensitive fellow like myself. Now this is silky smooth right here. This is great. I guess part of your job is you got to be willing to take on projects like that. I'm glad I don't have to make those kind of calls, because I'd be out of work. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. This is fantastic. So playing off the ADF is definitely the way to go. Oh yeah, I got nothing there. I don't know if your shot is sort of based on your position to the ball, or because I'm trying to like direct my shots one way or the other, and see, like I had a perfect opportunity to really stick it to him right there, but I just I don't know how to do that. Yeah, you know, you'd think that it would, but I've had very little luck with any direction of the ball here. no matter what I do. I'm curious. Oh, that's out. Oh, no, nothing there. I don't think I actually need to be pressing the button. I think that, nope, no good. Let me experiment here. Well, I think even if I don't need to be, like, I'm sort of two minds of whether I actually, okay, yeah, so I just hit the ball. You don't actually have to press the button to swing. So that's rule number one, I guess. I'm not sure what the role of the button is, other than when you're serving. It's a pretty good serve. No. This is the only tennis game I've played on the Amiga. So I'm willing to say no, I have not. Oh, wow, that's really cool, Bill. Was he able to do it? This little volley here. See, if we'd have been playing Mario Tennis, he would have been dead. Ah. You should have brought in, I was going to say you should have brought in Big Poppy, but he's probably not welcome in New York. I don't know who a contemporary Yankee slugger is. I don't know. Of course, you know, the great team is fully disbanded by now. Aaron Boone brought him in to hit the ball out of the stadium. The court. Aaron Judge, yeah. Yeah. Most of the Yankees I know, I only know because they've been traded from, like, the teams that I follow. Oh yeah, I know Andy Roddick's a tennis player, but if one of the great tennis players can't hit the ball out of the court, you know, you got to get somebody that can. I'm sure a baseball player would be able to murder a tennis ball. So this is not so bad. I mean, it's not great because I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm not going to fault the game for that. Maybe this game has an incredibly deep control system, but since there doesn't seem to exist an English manual, I don't know. If anybody knows how to read French and wants to go onto the Hall Light site and let me know any crazy secrets. Oh, look at this. Oh, that was a totally wasted opportunity. I love how the camera changes though when the ball is lofted up like that or lobbed up. Hey man, you know, we only play what the game selection committee chooses for us. Our hands are tied. So I'm hopeful that one day we will get the links going on. There are a ton of games that I'd love to play, but we just got to wait until they're chosen. Oh, nice. Look at that, right over his head. Oh, that's fantastic. You know, Microprose, they really did a lot of great stuff. It's, you know, I was really impressed. I was not expecting much from F1, and boy, it was fantastic. Yeah, it is. You're right. Wolf Dawn. It's almost like you have to choose whether you want to have more cartoony sprites and more realistic court animation, or the other way around. Because these guys, I mean, other than their movement, well, the movement is very similar, except for that sort of jig that my player does. I mean, but it definitely reminds me of, you know, Out of This World or Another World or whatever, Flashback. Sensible Golf is your favorite? That's interesting, Bill. That game does not get a lot of love in the Amiga community. In fact, it doesn't get a lot of love from the developers of the game, who affirmed that it was unfinished when it shipped. But the Amiga Live thing is definitely a plus. I always say that I need to do an Amiga Live stream, and I never do. Maybe we'll need it. I'll try and do that here pretty soon. All right, so we're going to spend the last couple minutes of the stream playing the best tennis game on the Amiga. So, chat, I need your assistance. Give me the best total package Amiga game, Amiga tennis game. And we'll load it up and we'll compare. Ugh. Oh yeah, absolutely, Bill. I'll come in and check you out. Because I'm not really a big Twitch guy, I always miss your... I need to just subscribe to you on Twitch, just so I can get your notifications. I always forget about Twitch. So we got to vote for Pro Tennis Tour 2. Any other contenders, or do we want to affirm Paul's choice? Oh, man. See, like that right there, he just totally slammed it down on me, and I have no idea how he did it. Maybe it's like a double click. Well, there's no hope there. Pro Tennis Tour 2, another vote. All right. All right, we're going there. So, we shall leave this game. Pro Tennis Tour 2. Hopefully it will play better with WHG and our Amiga here. Oh, a Blue Byte game, just like, was it Settlers? Was that a Blue Byte game too? Oh, I've still got this set as a Amiga 600 game. So, I may need to change that real quick. Sorry. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, History Line too, right. Coming up soon on the channel, we are going to make sure you watch the interview with German guy that made Settlers. I can't think of his name. His initials are, it's like Verna Voltic, something like that. Anyway, VW. I taped that, and I've uploaded it to the channel, and I'll be releasing it next week sometime. Well, this music's already better, so that's good. It's time to discover what all these things do. What's that? Okay, I guess that's that. Yeah, we gotta have a green court. So what is this? In tennis, you got the grass, you got the clay, and you got the, what's that third surface? Concrete? I guess so, right? Okay. yeah, this is a nice sort of thing here. So you can be a boy or girl. Average. I'll be junior. Okay, and again with the different points, like you're rolling a D&D character. Luthar Schmidt. I would never be able to come with a better name than that, so we'll leave that. Okay, and then I guess the rest of these will just be computer players. Okay. And this thing is, I don't understand how that works. All right. Oh, this is just practicing. Okay. I don't appear to have control over my player. It's just, can I escape from here? Not sure what's going on here. Well, I can't escape from this screen. It's like my button is working. Oh. Okay. So, Junior, you don't move. Or, I mean, you're, you have control over your racket, but that's it. And then the Pro, you have, I guess you move and you have to swing. Because that was what I was missing. I'm using my button now to swing. Okay, but that's all well and good, but I would like to leave this mode now, please. I hope that I don't have to get rid of all the balls. Yeah, I guess I just was not mashing on it hard enough. Okay, it's time to play. That looks good. Played the last tournament. Create a new tournament scheduled by selecting the book. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, your sprite is incredibly large. But that's not a bad thing. I mean, I think that's most tennis games are like that. It's kind of nice not to have to worry about movement and just be able to focus on the swings. And you do have a lot more control. Like I can make the ball go left or right to some degree, you know, within a realistic degree. Very tiny line judge. Pretty good volley we got going here. Okay, thank you, Wolfadon. Oh, can't hold it too long. Nope. Nice voice here. Could have probably used a little bit of background music. Would have been nice. Of course, that's sort of an Amiga thing, is once the action starts, you know, just give you the effects. Supply your own records. Yeah, I'm sure that that's a developer. It's like, all right, Bill, we need you to be the voice of this game. Okay. Nope. It's trying to play it clever. Ah, there we go. Little smash. Yeah, this is much more graphically impressive than the other game. Oh, well, I don't want to say that because it's a different sort of graphics. You know, the animation looks better, but at the same time not as realistic. I don't know. It doesn't have that rotoscoped kind of style. I guess it's really a style thing. But I think if you polled most people, they would say this is the better looking game for sure. Plus, there are things like, I don't think the other game had line judges or a crowd or anything like that, so. Right back at you. Oh, shoot. Oh my gosh. Oh, all right. All right, we'll do one more round here. Look at that. There's an ace. There's another one. Now wait a minute. Oh, it's because I'm not the guy I thought I was. That's the story of my life, right? Sometimes it's really, unless you're really paying attention, it's hard to know which guy you are, because I guess I'm the guy with the redder hair, because you're not controlling your guy, you're just hitting your button. I don't know why they censored that message about wolves. Is wolves like a trigger word for YouTube? Weird. No. Yeah, that's true. This crowd is a very stoic crowd. What is the tournament where everybody has to be real prim and proper? Is that Wimbledon? Of course, watching me play, they're probably just asleep because I'm so bad. All right. Well. Nope. No good. No good. All right. All right. We're going to escape from here if we can. I just want to try one little bit. I know. Check out what the guy looks like. All right, so this is with full control now. Oh, okay. I've actually got to pay attention to the serve. Oops, sorry. There we go. Oh, jeez. Things have become more difficult. No. Oh, come on. I think the junior level is more appropriate for me. Yeah. At least the computer players having trouble. No. You really got to be swinging before he even... Oh. There we go. At least I got one serve off. You really have to be holding the button down while you're getting set. Oh. Nope, that's the wrong side. Oh, come on. That was pretty good. Jeez. All right. So I think that we've discovered that what level of gameplay is appropriate for me at this stage of my tennis career. Guys, we're going to go ahead and stop the stream. Thank you so much for joining me for this tennis adventure. Wolf Don Wolf, Picard 2005, The Guru Meditation, Amiga Bill, Necro Nam, Darren Coles, Paul, both Paul Kitchings, they meet at last. Guys, Edvin, thanks for coming. So on the channel this week, don't miss Amigos gets released on Monday. Got Amiga Ireland content coming out all week. And then ARG presents on Wednesday the Sam Coupe. So we'll see you guys next time. Until then, adios.